What's up? I'm on Lake Tahoe with Chris. We've already been out fishing for a couple hours. We were on a shell bed, and I'm not just gonna spend my whole YouTube life doing shell bed videos. So I didn't even bring the cameras out. We caught 7 or 8 on the shell bed. He caught an okay fish. Most of them were small, but it is the middle of July and it's gonna be around 140 degrees today. No, it's not gonna be that hot, but it's gonna be very hot. It's kind of hot right now. We do have a light south wind. The water's coming up on Lake Toho. They're finally letting the water come back up. It's risen about a foot in the past few weeks. And we're gonna be searching for fish. After that morning bite stops, you never know where you're gonna catch them. Basically, you have to go look for bait. And we're on an offshore, we're towards the south of the lake. We're not south end of the lake. We're not on a hydrilla bed, we're on an offshore peppergrass bed. Right there. Bluegill will spawn around these peppergrass beds. I don't have my boat rigged out yet, so I'm just assuming there's some bluegill beds here. We're just fishing the speed worm right now, slow rolling it through the peppergrass and then working the edges. And you're gonna get to see what it's like when we gotta go look for fish. And hopefully we'll find a bunch of big ones, so stick with us. See ya. Got him? Decent? Get mine out here. Oh, he's not a bad one. You had to catch him right into the sun? No, I'm just kidding. Nice. So we switched to a big speed worm, and we're in a big offshore hydrilla down at the south end of the lake, which is where everybody knows all the big fish have been coming from. And that's our first bite. This is a spot I've been on for many months. Caught a 10-10 down here a while back with one of my customers from up north. And I haven't fished it that much lately, but that was our first bite. Started the video in that offshore peppergrass and we got no bites there, so we came over here. And they're still here. All we're throwing is a big Magnum speed worm. It's a June bug color, a 3/16 ounce weight with a 4/0 offset hook, weedless. And we're just dragging it, Texas rig worming it. Oh, that's a bass. That's a bass. That is a, look at the little tiny dead bass. Look at that. The poor little guy didn't make it. Wonder what killed him. He looks healthy. I mean, it doesn't have like a fungus on him or anything. He just died. That is a tiny little Lake Tahoe largemouth bass that for some reason died. Now he looks like he weighs 4 pounds. I have really large hands. I put that on video, people will be going, oh man, there's a fish kill on Lake Tahoe. Oh, there's a fish kill, I saw it on a video. Bass just died, there's no fish kill on Lake Tahoe. Ooh, I just got hammered. Out in the middle of nothing. Something just hammered me right here. Yep. I wasn't even in brush. No, I bet he swallowed it, because I was just in sand and he hit it. And he's bleeding. Just a little bit. We're catching some decent fish of the few we've caught since we left the shell bed. I mean, that's like probably a 3-pounder, and you caught. I mean, we've had some decent fish. We just need some bigger ones. I gut hooked this one though, so which is gonna happen. Been getting a lot of questions on how to get hooks out. And yeah, I don't go through the gill, but see, it's hard to get on camera, and I'm going to try here. But that is gut hooked, and a lot of people will just cut that, but you can actually get it out. What I'll usually do, and I don't know how this is going to turn out with the camera, but I'll pull it tight and hold it tight with my thumb. Then you take these long forceps and go way down as far as you can, and I'll flip the hook upside down so that the eye of the hook is going down between his gills, and just keep rotating until you get to where the farthest you can in that bend, and then it just pops out like that. Because you're eventually, let me get him back in the water. When you can get it flipped upside down like that, and this is going between the gills right here, and you can get that hook right about there, you can push away from the barb and you're not tearing any bigger of a hole, and then it just pops right out. And a lot of people try and do it with like needle nose and stuff like that, and these really long, thin deals, I think these are made by Rapala or Berkeley or something. They're about 15 bucks at Bass Pro Shops. They got scissors on them, but that's how I usually get them out. Look at that. That's the old tell fishing stories. See if I almost ripped the rod out of my hand? All I did was throw it out. I must have landed near that one pile that I was telling you about that I can never find. Telling fishing stories about my son Parker. Almost. It's another chunk. Find a brush pile? That was a solid 2-something pounder, 2.5. Yeah. 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 It's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it? Yep. There you go. Please be a big one. Or, you know, actually, I don't really care how big they are right now. So what you're not going to see in this video is we fish some very unproductive spots. And what's important this time of year, if you look here on the camera, make sure I got my camera going. Yep, I do have the camera going. Not a big fish, they swallow it. But you have to find bait here in the summertime. That's really important. And we fished a couple areas that didn't have any bait in them. And I already knew there was fish in this grass line because I've been catching them here. But as soon as we shut up here, I haven't been seeing as much bait. I just missed one a few minutes ago. And we started seeing bait in the water, and we saw a few fish blow up in the grass. And that's just very important this time of year, to find bait. Because that's all these fish right here care about, is eating. Look for bait, you find fish. Oh, there's one on Fluke. You see me trying to pop it out of his mouth because I thought it was grass? It's a giant. The fish is like, get me back in the water. The water's only 93 degrees. Little fish on a fluke. Weightless fluke. Got him? On the edge?
Yep.
Well, that's not a bad fish. Not a big one. Hooked him in the handle, didn't you?
I think so. Nope.
Oh, it looked like he was hooked in the bottom lip.
Barely, the skin
Or in the-
hooking.
Dude, these fish are pulling, for as hot as it is, they're pulling pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, bigger.
Was that on the bottom when you let it settle?
I just
Yeah.
dropped it off the edge and then it was just sitting there.
See, we saw all this bait in this one area. We stopped seeing it, turned the boat around, and then caught another one. Not a bad fish. Muscling them out. You can catch fish. Got a fish?
I did. Jeez.
Just like that.
I had a bug in my sunglasses. I stopped reeling. That's a better fish anyway.
Not a bad one. Were you cranking or did it just...
I was getting the bug out of my glasses.
Well, that's a new technique. It's the old bug in the glasses pattern. Not a bad one. He's a chunker, isn't he? First cast, we should probably leave. Go to a different spot. Nice. We're getting there.
I was slow rolling it. The bug went up in there. I was sitting like this, and all of a sudden my line started feeling weird.
Might have to like, pause it every once in a while. Here's another worm if you need it. Got him?
That was weird. The bite was really weird.
Right species. Look where we're at.
They like bumping it before they eat it.
Yeah. Not a bad one. Besides that one little one that has no chance of getting in the video, the fish have been, I mean, they're not giants, but they're quality fish for right in the middle of the day when it's 100 degrees out. Got him in that side plate.
Where the hook hits before you can get the barb out.
Stuck. See?
The back of the hook is hitting before I can get the barb out.
Oh yeah. There we go. Not a bad little chunk there.
Yeah.
Slow roll on a speed worm.
Like they nipped the tail off.
Yeah. Get you another one. Nice. We haven't set the world on fire today, but we've caught 15, I would imagine, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or more. We're about done fishing today. Actually, I'm about done fishing. Chris had a heat stroke about an hour ago and died, so I just pushed him off the boat. No, he's still back there. It is super hot out here, but we stayed out here all day long and had not too bad of a day. I think we caught over 15. I mean, that's not a huge number, but we caught some decent fish for being super hot and dead calm and hot. Did I say it was hot? It's pretty hot. We drank about 4 gallons of water and threw speed worms all day long. Lately, we've been slow rolling on this grass flat, hydrilla edges, a couple on a fish attractor. Where else? Oh, we caught some on a shell bed this morning. You didn't see that. And some offshore hydrilla. The thing this time of year is look for bait. Look for bait. Just look for bait. If you're not around any bait, you're not going to be around any fish, because that's literally all they care about is eating. And it kind of helps you in the summertime when it's hot, because a lot of that bait's up moving around, up close to the surface, so you can find them easier, where in the wintertime you don't get to see that. You got to actually fish for them more. We had not too bad of a day today though. Didn't catch anything real big. A lot of 2.5 to that 3 pound range, and some dinks that you probably won't see in the video. But thanks for watching, and I'm gonna hopefully do a saltwater video here soon. Do another one. I've only done one before, but hopefully I'm gonna do a bank fishing saltwater video coming up real soon. if you don't see a video like that, it means it didn't go well or I didn't do it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave me some comments, and we'll see you next time. Anything to say? See ya.